Okay, hey guys, welcome. I wanted to make this very quick video because it did break the trend, as you can see here. Let me retrace. So it broke through the downtrend. Actually, it broke this line here, which is more important because it was on this trend, and if it doesn't follow that line and it breaks through, I want to explain to you my perspective on technical analysis, because we do expect a retracement. Okay, that's quite big. But of course, you know, a lot of it depends on many indicators, and I play with about 10 indicators, which I will explain in the future. But if you're going to jump into a trade, I coach a small group of people, and I told them you can make a trade now, but you have to be very, very careful, because what if it goes to 53 and then poof, then it dumps? Is that possible? Right? Somebody said, oh my God, Crypto just put a video that he is dumping his Bitcoin if it goes below that price. And he just put that video after I put mine yesterday. And I didn't comment on that one because, listen, yeah, I understand, right? Like, this is Bitcoin and it's volatile. That's why I love it. If it was not volatile and you're trading stocks, there'd be less risk of this happening, okay? But nevertheless, I want to make a point, right? When I look at the Bitcoin, this is not the truth, okay? It's just the 1 hour view is kind of an indicator of what's happening now based on people's emotional state. If we go in the 3-day view, right? We go like this. It's much clearer, right? Because the movement is breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. There's going to be an exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay. Is that 100%? No, because we don't have a complete pattern yet. Okay. As this breathing in and out on the 3-day movement becomes more clear, then we will have more data. It has to touch 3 times to be absolutely certain that that is a technical pattern. Is touched 2 times on the top, but the top is not finished yet. So as I said, I will go through 10 different indicators in the future to explain to you. But for now, here's what I recommend on the 1 hour view, because you know what? Like, that's why a lot of people just buy and hold Bitcoin, because they've experienced it many times where they sell and then it goes up and then they freak out. And the most important thing trading is not to panic here, okay? Like I said, I wouldn't trade right now big amounts for sure. In my portfolio and the people that I personally coach to trade Bitcoin, it has to break this first and it has to close. Let's change the color of the line here so that makes sense. Well, the all-time high. Okay, I'll go back to that question. Let me just show people first a few things that's quite important, right? Because if you're going to make a trade, if you're going to make a trade right now, please understand there's still 22 minutes left. It could go all the way up here and then it could drop all the way back in the red. We don't know yet because it's very volatile right now, right? And we've seen that. Look at that. It went all the way up here. It's green, then it dropped all the way in the red back on top of that line. Then it went below that blue line. Okay. Let me get rid of that here. Then it went below the blue line, which was the main pattern. You can see breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Now it's like took a small breath because there's so much emotion right now, right? There's so much emotion into this 54,000 that people wanted to aim for. That's why, like, somebody asked, yeah, it could be, there's this ideal that it could reach 54 and over 60. Is that possible? Anything's possible with Bitcoin, right? Because there's this ideal as well that more and more people are holding on to their Bitcoin, and this creates more volatility because is less amount trading, and the people that are trading are the people that are willing to buy when it's got momentum and they're willing to sell very fast. So it's really fluctuating. So what I would say, and let me be very clear first before I answer any question, okay? Because you follow my channel, and remember what our promise is to show you how to 100x without losing money. If you're going to go in a trade right now, there's a high risk that you lose money if you trade based on emotion. And I'll show you what can happen and why I say that, right? Let's say you buy now, right? And you're like, yeah, great. But then it goes like this, right? And you're not ready. And then it drops, right? Then you lost a lot. If you do the math, right? If we calculate, if that was to happen, then you would lose 13% before it probably goes up. Now, it probably wouldn't go that low, probably go like 7% before you have a chance, before it rebounds a bit, because there's a support level there. The point is, we're teaching you here how to not lose money. So if you're going to make a trade right now, please do not make a trade without a stop loss. That's what I'm teaching my personal group, right? Because I'm going to make a trade if it closes on the all-time high. It has to close above 52,649. Am I going to make a trade? Of course I'm going to make a trade. I'm a trader. I'm willing to take the risk if it closes in 20 minutes above that all-time high. If it closes, and then you can watch, because when it opens again, right? And it's going to, let's change the color. If it's red, if it goes red, that I'm not going to buy. I want to see the momentum, right? And then is there a chance that and there's not, if it only goes to 54, it's not really a big trade, but I don't care because I'm not trading with that much money on this trade. Okay, so you maybe make 2.3%. That's not bad, but it's not big amount, right? That's not so exciting. If it goes, as somebody said, 60K plus, right? That's nice. That's a better trade. Is that possible? Yes, but it's not possible. It's not probable, in my opinion, because if you go back to the 3 days, we can see, hold on a second, there we go. If you go back to this, we can see that, hey, if you try to look at the trend lines, it doesn't seem like, because what you're saying, if it goes there, it's going to go all the way here. It's possible, yes, but I'm not sure that that's the trend line's going to have to change. Then it's a more optimistic. That means instead of 75,000, by the end of that means that by the end of the year, right? My prediction for the Bitcoin is at least 75,000 to 139. But if the trend line changes, then it's a much higher price. That's what it means. So remember, guys, I'm going to show you, like, everything I'm saying is based on many indicators and percentage of probabilities. This is not about, emotional trading. This is about looking at the indicators. And right now, there's not enough bad news in the market. But here's what I predict is going to happen, because there are other indicators to look at, okay? And one of those indicators that we want to look at is not just the long-term view, right? Because if you're in doubt, zoom out, right? That's one of the things that we want to look at here. But one of the things that we can look at is the MACD, which I'm going to show you what that is right now, just so you understand. Okay. And prior to now, this MACD was on a downtrend. Now you just saw it change, right? You can see the MACD here is going up. But right before that this changed, it was on a downtrend. So now you can see the MACD is like, oh, something changed, right? The trend just changed. That's just one indicator. There's more than one. But you can see, like, what does that mean? It means, well, if the MACD just changed, it could be on a rising light level. So is there an opportunity for a trade? Yes, of course. That's why I said, let's see if it closes first. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with putting an order high like that if you have your stop sell and it's not all of your money. Okay. I'm pretty sure all the crypto expert will agree on me on that, because we have seen this too much. People who buy high and sell low. Right? That's the point. So and guys, there's so much money to be made in the dip. Like, don't have FOMO. You know what what FOMO is? FOMO's like, you don't want to miss out if it goes up to 60K. I get it. I understand that. I don't want to miss out either. But that when you make a decision based on FOMO instead of a plan of your trading plan based on technical analysis, because fundamentally Bitcoin is a great investment. You can't lose if you buy and hold. I already told you the minimum price for Bitcoin by the end of the year is 75,000. Okay? So what does that mean? It means like you can't lose buying crypto unless you buy and sell. You can't lose. Please understand that. Yeah, never put all your money at once. Thank you for saying that. I want, because a lot of new people on this channel and I want them to understand. Yeah. See, I like to trade. I always like to trade. It's just I love doing it. And if it closes on above the all-time high and is a green candle moving up, I will make a trade, but a very small percentage of my portfolio. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, I understand, because that's what many, again, one of the factors that I believe affects the price is what are the social media saying about Bitcoin? That is one of the 10 factors. So we have a lot of factors that affect the price, and like the news and the social media are like, they're playing a big role here in what we're like seeing. Because if all the social media is saying, oh my God, the Bitcoin's going to go to 44,000. Oh my God, it's going to go to 60,000. Well, everybody's like influenced by that because that's kind of mental programming, right? So when people believe the price is going to be 54 or 60, that affects their buying decision. But here's the thing, like even if you're wrong, right? Even if you're wrong and you make a mistake and you buy it and it goes down, please don't sell. Don't sell it. Just wait it out, right? Because if you really think about what I'm saying, right? Just let's go back to this ideal of the 3 days range, right? Like you have to be patient, right? Like imagine this was 18 days ago, okay? It was 30,000. 19 days ago. Sorry, because I said 18 days yesterday. So it's 19 days ago. It was 30,000. Okay. And then up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 7 times 3 is 28 days before that. It was at the all-time high. So it didn't take long, guys, for it to go like all the way to the top, all the way down. But people panic here when they see that. But all they had to do is hold it until it goes back up. And if that happens again, let's say, right, because nothing is 100% yet. We don't have all the indicators. And I don't want people to say that my predictions is set in stone. It's not. Because the biggest factor to my prediction is the movement of the long term, not the short term. That means on a 3-day view. So if you buy now and it starts going down, just hold it, okay? Don't sell, okay? And just hold it and wait it out until it goes back up to 60K, because it's going to go to 60K. Somebody says it's going to go to like 62K, right? Right here. I placed my sell order, 53. It's not triggering when I will be sell. Okay. So, yeah, let's say it goes to 62K now. That's possible. But it's not probable based on the long-term movement, right? It's just I don't see that. That's why I put 62K was kind of the top part. But as I say, that long-term movement is only my opinion based on one indicator. There are 10 major indicators which I will teach you in the future. So but that's the most important one. Like I would put 50% weight on this one right here that I'm showing you above anything else, okay? There's the other 9 are the other 50%. So what I'm trying to tell you is that this movement here is the most accurate movement. It gives you a good idea of what's going to happen, because this moves very slow. You don't panic when you're looking at this. You're only going to panic when you go back to the 1 hour, right? And let me auto correct that. And then it's like, oh my God, I'm losing. Oh my God, I got to get in like FOMO. You see what I'm saying? Like there's so much emotion here, right? So anyway, yeah, let's see what's going to happen. But I think one of the things that everybody agrees on, there will be a correction. Is it going to go up all the way to 60K this time? I don't think so, but I will update you. By the way, guys, I want to tell you something. Please follow me on Twitter. So I'm going to be, if you go to, yeah, see, he had that. I was looking at that. So, by the way, he put yesterday that it's not going to go to 60,000. Yesterday he posted on his YouTube that he's going to sell his crypto. So anyway, let me just ask you to go to my Bitcoin billionaire, 1 Bitcoin billion. So let me put it on here. You can get, like, when the market's going to change, right? 1 Bitcoin billion. This is, subscribe to my Twitter channel so that I can update you, because I'm not going to go live every time there's a change, but I will be updating you on what's going on my Twitter, so you can get some second opinion from me while you listen to other people as well. But you should definitely have more than one opinion. There's an old saying, many advisors bring victory. Okay, so you can see everybody's having their own opinion, but I'm going to show you fundamentals on mine, and then you can decide what's right for you. Okay, but that's what I'm coaching my group, that if they make a trade, make sure to have the stop loss. If you don't know how to do a stop loss, it's more risky. If you cannot handle, what I would say is, if you cannot handle losing 26% on your investment in the short term, like emotionally you're not strong enough to handle that, don't make the trade right now. Wait for the dip, and when the dip comes, you will make money. Well, you know what? That's a good question. And to me, I would say that these prediction at 60K, very optimistic. I can't even imagine that. Let's go back to what I'm using as the main thing. The main indicator is the slow movement of 3 days. So here's what people are basically saying, right? What they're saying, some of them, is that because that Bitcoin has so much momentum right now, right? They say that it's going to go all the way to what, 60K, which, yeah, it's not good. Do that again. They're basically saying, let's use this, that it's going to go all the way here, 60K, right? Now, if that happens, then as I said, it's going to change the line, the trend line, which means the price of Bitcoin by the end of the year will be much higher. Okay, because the trend line is based on the high price of this all-time high before the retracement. Does that make sense? So you're asking me, if it breaks high, I don't think it will go higher than 54,000 personally. That's a guess, right? Because the truth is, the truth is based on where are the traders going to sell at, right? Now, so that means that, like, they'll be selling much lower than like 60. If it breaks above the 54, then you're going to reach a lot of resistance at 60, a lot, right? So this is going to be like, wow, if that happens, then yeah, that's going to change the Bitcoin a lot. And if you have a strong gain like that, you're going to have a stronger retracement, which means it's going to dump more than 25%. You're looking at a 35% dump if it goes to 60K. So that's what I think. And again, you don't want to take everything I'm saying in this live as the final thing. Follow me on Twitter, okay, so that we can get more information as we continue to trade here, okay? So again, put your stop loss. By the way, because of, if you're going to do a stop loss, just make sure that you understand that, go the 1 hour. It's very volatile. So usually if you do a stop loss, you will look at the candle, and there's a lot of, like, you need to put a stop loss at least 1.3%, okay? Because the candle is so big. So that means that from the beginning till here is a 1.3%. So your stop loss has to be below 1.3%, which means you could potentially lose 1.4% if your stop loss kicks in. And you have to be okay with that, okay? Because you're trying to get in on the momentum going up on an all-time high. So all-time high can be really good because it can create lots of momentum trading, and and the more people buy, then the more, you know, FOMO, fear of missing out, like happens, and it just goes up. But you want to look at the trading volume as well, right? Which is quite.
Hi.
Okay, let me just finish. Okay, thank you. So you want to look at the trading volume as well. So you can see the trading volume is going up, right? Which is good for the price. Okay, you can see at the bottom here. Okay, guys, good trading as always. Live in a beautiful state, okay? Hope that helps. I want to be accurate with my advice to you so all of you can make money
Bye.
without losing money. See you guys.